YouTube, I'm back for another motivation morning. Ain't gonna stop, ain't no giving in. Always rising and shining in the morning like the rising sun. Today, subject of my talk is what it is: playing your role. Playing your role. Playing your role. Big thing, yeah? And that's something I saw some stuff yesterday. And I saw some stuff. I don't know why I ended up on YouTube watching some videos, and I saw the beginning. Anyway, I don't want to. I'm not here to name names or stuff like that. I think everybody's on YouTube probably seeing the same thing I see. But when it comes to truth, I don't know. I don't think too many of us wants to know the real truth and is really ready to go forward and really, I don't know. Not too many of us are willing to go down the road of the harsh truth, and I'm gonna explain you why. And even on YouTube, like, I don't know, there is that comfort zone, especially I see it with Christmas. One's here. Hi, Ivar. Big up, big up. What I see, okay. Anyway, from what I analyze and what I see, and to me, that calendar, this time frame, this nonsense of celebrating pagan holiday year after year, just to stay in comfort, just to keep telling fairy tales to your children. Like, and then I don't know. I was hearing someone on YouTube that was saying, "Oh yeah, it's good to keep it alive for the children." And hello, that's all part of the satanic inculcation. This is all part, and that my point is why go. Like, there's some people that they want to know the truth, that they're willing to know a bit, but as soon as it touched too much their reality, like Christmas, and a lot of people don't want to let go of Christmas because, hey, Christmas is important and it means a lot, and to me, it's a pagan holiday. To me, the moment, as just by the fact of giving them energy, of celebrating it, of no, it's crazy. It's crazy stuff. It's crazy stuff. It's all together, alone. Me, I cannot do really much damage, but all together, if we stop celebrating those pagan holidays and stop staying stuck in time, because this is what it is. Year after year, it's the same calendar, the same holidays, the same stuff. Year after, nothing changed. Me, this is what I don't know. I'm fed up. I can't take it no more. I can't take it because it's the repetitive, low consciousness stuff that I'm so fed up of, and I so notice now that kind of stuff. You notice it also once you're more outside of that thing. When you're inside and celebrating it, and then when you're in the illusion, when you're totally immersed in the illusion, you're not gonna see it much. You're not gonna see it in a way that it's that you attaching your vibration to something has a bigger effect at the end, because we're all attaching vibration to it. And it's a vibrational game. It's a mind game. It's all it is. It's in our heads. So the moment we withdraw attaching vibration to those pagan holidays like Christmas, Easter, name them, all the stuff that it's in that calendar that they make us repeat year after year, year after year, it's the same thing. And the worst is time doesn't exist. Time is man-made, and we can so see it with that calendar. With that calendar, it's easy to see that it's man-made. That, to me, the sun is rising every morning. The sun is there every morning. It's a new day. Yeah, it's a new. Come on, I've been passing. I noticed that a little bit more darkness outside during the night, and then the sun come back. It's another day. Yeah, for sure. But time itself, the calendar, and to keep us attached to those devices so much is part of the programming, just like all the why do we have a remembrance day of the war? Why do we have to remember the war? This is crazy, and we do it collectively. We remember the war. Ooh, just like we remember Christmas. We remember, but in the reality, we don't remember too much because we're just repeating what others told us, so we don't really remember. We're just going, and I don't know. It's never. Most of us will never question it either. Most of us will not question those pagan holidays and those satanic ritual that's in place, because I'm speaking the truth here. I don't give a shit if you like it or not, or if you like me or not for speaking the truth. I don't care. A speaker of truth has no friends, and I'm willing for that. That's what I told my son yesterday, and I'm not gonna hold back because to please people or to be accepted, or no, I have enough of that. I'm not about that. I'm here to speak my mind, and when I see things like that, people that it's their choice, I respect it, but why keep your children in fantasy so much? Why? Because it's magic, because you have to keep the magic around. What is that? This is what we're in, a world of magician. What, you want to teach your children that it's okay, fairy tales and magic and stuff? Like, come on, me, this is not my state of mind at all, because I know when I do that, I attach vibration to those people, and they don't deserve it. They don't deserve my attention at all. They deserve my attention, but in another way, not in a way that I will support their pagan holiday and satanic ritual. I'm not doing that anymore. It's done. Enough of my wife that put up the tree and stuff like that, but I mean, even that, but again, what am I gonna, it's even her, she's getting more and more awake to all kinds of stuff. So at one point, it's, I cannot force it on people anyway. Me in my headspace, it's done. I know what the heck is this, and it's done. But in other people's headspace, I'm not there. So in there, it's gonna go to their rhythm. So I cannot even force it on my wife or anybody else. They have to see it for themselves. So no matter what I'm gonna tell them, they're not gonna stop liking what I tell them. They're gonna stop liking me. This is what happened. No matter how much you're gonna tell them something to people, if they're not ready for it, they will not accept it. They will not accept it. The ego, we all have some kind of a protective shell, if you want to call it. But yeah, anyway, me, I think that it's time. It's time altogether that we stop attaching vibration, because the moment I told you, the game is a mind game, and the moment we stop attaching vibration to those nonsense stuff that's on the calendar, like Saint Valentine, and it's always me. I've been here for 43 years. Nothing has changed. It's the same freaking stuff repeating year after year. The same. Anyway, nothing changed. And this is what we have to do. We have to start inspiring greatness. Everybody should take the road to greatness and get out of those manipulation that in society, because this is all to manipulate your mind. That's all it is. It cannot be nothing else but a mind game. And if you get caught into it, and you don't, you're giving them power. You're giving them power. That's what you do. Even if you say, "Oh, it's just for my children. I want to give them the like all the other kids, I want them to grow up with the Christmas spirit," and this is crazy. This is crazy. It's all fairy tales. Why lie to your children? Why lie to the children? Because, oh, it's Christmas. It's crazy. The collective madness that we're in. And when it comes to, that's why I'm saying I don't know if we're really ready for the truth, because every time Christmas come back, we're all, oh, Christmas, we put lights on our houses and stuff like that, and the pagan people, suddenly they are the gods on earth. It's like, hello. So anyway, me, this is my point of view. I'm fed up of the the nonsense and people that say, oh yeah, I'm for truth, I'm for, no, you're for remaining in the illusion. That's what you love. Most people love the illusion of truth. Most of people, even on YouTube, what they love is the illusion of truth. They don't even want to dig into the real harsh truth and talk about the real stuff and the pagan people and the, no. To them, oh, why talk about the pagan and the satanism and this and that? Oh, no, let's avoid it. Come on, it's not there. It's an illusion. No, but this is what builds the illusion. The same people that sold you the ball that you're talking against on YouTube, or you're trying to make people see that it's a lie. Well, those same people are the same people. You celebrate Christmas for the same people that sold you the ball. Like, it's so nonsense. But this is where we're lost in confusion. That's why I'm saying there's so much confusion still. And even with that Christmas and all those pagan holidays, what, just to remain in comfort, we're giving them vibration now and strength and power, and we think we're going to get out this mess like that. Collectively, we must stop attaching vibration to those people, because this is the way we're going to change what's going on here. But most people, you know, Christmas is so important and the spirit of the holidays. And for what? For what? It's just, first of all, who says I'm the 25th of December of that year and that year? Who says that? Like, everything is so mixed up. Like, who's to say I'm here at this moment in time and that? So you see, this is all to keep us locked into a frame time of obeying that calendar, and it's crazy. It's crazy. It's just a program. The program, you want to see the program of society, look at our calendar. That's the program. We have another event coming on the program, the New Year in the middle of a dead winter. You know, like, this makes sense. 1st of January, winter, the beginning of the year. Like, it should be the end of the year. But it is the end of the year, but I mean, anyway. Yeah, I mean, it should be more in the spring when everything come back alive. But that's another thing. We think that those guys are, but again, even this 1st of January has something to do with celestial alignment for them. I think it happens, the 1st of January is like 13 days or something after Christmas. It has to do with celestial alignment. Everything that they do, everything that they determinate in that calendar has to do with celestial alignment. All the big telescope on Earth belongs to the Vatican. Why is all the big telescope on Earth belonging to the Vatican? Kind of weird, huh? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff we can start to look at to realize that the world is a lie. Seeking greatness and doing the work to deserve it must come back into our collective consciousness. Everything that we do has to do with collective consciousness, because on an individual basis here, yeah, I can change my world, I can be the change, be the light, but it's all together. It's the collective consciousness that has to rise. By raising mine, I affect people around me, you affect people around you, and this is very good. But it's collectively, we must get out this darkness and this, and we must come back to light, you know, come back to light or something, or start shining the light. But the path to greatness, everybody should seek it. Everybody should. What's happening now? Oh, wisdom is there too. Hi, Vince, my bro Vincent. Yeah, it's the first big lie that we tell our children. Then people will accept any kind of lies. Exactly. Santa Claus is probably Santa Fraud. Santa Fraud. Call it. Or we're gonna call things by their real name. We're not. Me, I call things by their real name. He's a fraud. The whole thing is a fraud. So let's call it out. And yeah, this is the first lie we tell to our children, and it's because the thing of Santa Fraud is very important to pull away from that, because what you're doing now, you're telling your children to look up to someone, you know, once a year that's gonna come and give presents and stuff like that, material stuff. And not only that, then you ask them to believe in something that is totally a total lie. It's a total lie. It's a fairy tale. And then you can tell them, if they accept that lie, like we accept that lie when we're young, then we are trained to accept any kind of lies. And this is where this world is built on lies. It's, you look around you, you will see only lies around you. Look within yourself, you'll see the truth. But if you look around, all you're going to see is lies. So if all we see is lies, oh, Nasir is back. Big up, Nasir, big up. Yeah, if all we see is lies, then from the moment we start telling lies to our children, they will accept any kind of lies growing up. And this is the world we're stuck in. We're trained at a very young age to lie. We're all liars. We're all liars. We're all trained liars. And this is the thing. It's a negative world. So if you don't rise above all this negative stuff and start to inspire greatness or seek greatness, you will never find it, because it's so negative and so much illusion. But anyway, me, it's clear in my mind. I know what I'm victim of, not what I'm victim, because I don't want to be a victim. But I know what kind of programming I'm under with that calendar, with those nonsense pagan holiday. I see it. I try to make it see to other people around me. This is what I'm trying to do, and talking about it. And because this is one of the major steps. We can talk about the Baal hurt, being a lie or stuff like that, but if we don't stop attaching vibration to those pagan, evilous people, because that's what they are evil people, they do evil deeds, and they're, anyway, you see the world the way it goes there, they're psychopaths. So, yeah, you don't need to attach vibration to that kind of people. You know, this is giving your power away too. You know, it's to take back your power at one point. This includes stopping to give nonsense energy to causes or people like that don't deserve your. And you ask them to believe something outside of themselves. Everything has been created to look outside of ourselves. Exactly. Big up, wisdom. Un bon point là-dessus. Yeah, good point on that. Yeah, everything is to look outside of ourselves. See, that's why religions, if you look at religions, if you take, like again, you can take a look, but you have to take a look with open eyes, open heart, open mind. It's okay to look at things. I can look at anything, but if I don't pay attention, but again, pay attention. Why do we have to pay for attention? That's another thing. That's another word we have to get rid of. We'll work on it. If we are conscious in the moment, that's better. If we are, that's better than paying attention. If we are conscious in the moment of what's happening to us, I think we can get rid of many programming that we're under, and collectively we can change things. But very important to see things for the way they are. I can look at things, but if I don't see it for the way it is, like if I can, you know, it's the worship of the Baal goes very far. It goes far beyond what you think. That's what I posted on Facebook the other day. It goes far beyond what you think. If you think that the Baal earth is very, and we have it everywhere. That's why we play baseball, basketball, softball, all these sports with balls, and the tennis is playing on a court with a ball, and this is all part of the worship of the Baal cult, the cult of the sun, the sun worshippers. So it's very, we live in a world that's run by very evil people that have, because come on, like I said to Gavin said, okay, he said, why is the war happening? Why is there war and stuff like that? He asked me that yesterday. I said the wars are very easy to understand. I said, first of all, we have a world that's divided in countries. That's another illusion. That they are separated, that there's an army in China, an army in Canada, an army in US. But I said, these people, they all work together in reality. They're all in cahoot together in reality to create. Who goes and fights the war? It's us. It's us that are victim of that genocide, and we don't wake up and we keep killing ourselves wars after wars. These are genocides directed to us, but we don't see it. We just go in and follow the order, and we are order follower like robots, and we just sign in and think we're defending a country, a great nation, when all these nations are in cahoots together. How do you want to? Because think about it, how do you want them to control humanity, to control, first of all, just look at the space agencies. That's for sure that the countries are in cahoot together. Hello? So why they would be in cahoot together when it comes to space and fairy tales, but when it comes to organizing a war, they're not together? Come on, I'm not blind here. I'm not stupid either. I might be French, but I'm not stupid. Anyway, yeah. So crazy, so crazy. So there's so much illusion. This is the thing, we're kept under such illusion, and that to make us think that the countries that's it are separated by borders and this and that. This is all illusion. They're all in cahoot together, because how do you want them? I said to Gavin, I said it's easy to see the wars, how it happened, and I said follow the money. I said follow the money. I said the money come from one place, the big banksters. That's the big banksters who's got the money, and they finance the war. So hello, the money has to come from somewhere to buy the weapons and stuff. Everything works with money here. So someone must supply the money somewhere. So I said, Gavin, everything you're going to question, just follow the money, and you're going to see who's behind it and who's really pushing things and to make things happen, like the government and stuff like that. Secret societies and all the nonsense people that are behind the scene pulling strings and yeah, seeking greatness should come back. Yeah, must come back into our collective consciousness. Same like, yeah, many other things that must come back into our collective consciousness. Realizing where we are and stuff like that. Everything. Let us now awaken that powerful force within that seeks to lift some of the weight of the world from the backs of those struggling. Let us take our position as generals of generosity, as leaders of the highest caliber who give a damn about others and the world. Let us declare with firm intent to the world and ourselves, we shall inspire greatness. Because this is how we're going to get out this mess, is once we start, and that's why it's so important for me to come and inspire, to share what I have to say and who I am, and I just speak my mind here. See something wrong in that world from a long time ago, and I just now trying to really get in touch with who I am. Get in touch with who I am. This is the first quest here. Question, question everything. That means in everything you go on to a questioning. It's a troubled world. The world peoples are in peril. We no doubt live in a noisy, non-narcissistic age, like I said yesterday. It's a narcissistic age. And the Bush family are supplying everybody with their weapons. Exactly. Same with astronauts, seeing things that are there. Yeah. Hey, Bar, you get a good point there. Because this is what I was telling Gavin. I said, look, Gavin, I said, when I was young, I said I was freaking out on space, man. I had Star Wars in my room and the whole kit. And I said, I wanted to become an astronaut. My dream was to become an astronaut. But you see, that's the fairy tale. They want us in. They want us locked in illusion. Locked in illusion, so we don't realize, so we don't see the reality for what it is. We don't see the reality for what it is. So we're locked in illusion from birth, with all kinds of satanic ritual that start to keep us, to take our souls and to, cause trauma to us. They want to cause trauma. It's very important to put us under trauma. Very important. Because if we're not under trauma, someone that is afraid, they know that someone that is afraid will never do too much and they will let themselves do anything. But like me, the moment you start getting out this fear state, start speaking to the world, inspiring greatness to others, just like you start inspiring yourself. But collectively, very, very important to get out the madness of Babylon, the Babylon madness with all those pagan holidays and the nonsense that we have around. Very important. Collectively, we can do so much more together if we join forces, if we because now we're so even in the truth, even on YouTube, or hey, the division, the separation is so me, I can feel the ego of the people being so big, and this is what keep us away from really uniting in consciousness and raising that consciousness even more and more. Because here on YouTube, basically, we just the people that wants to seek the truth, the people that want to know the truth will seek it. So basically, the people that are here on YouTube are people that seek truth. So we're just talking within each other. It's a small thing, and that's why they like to portray it as a community. So it's but me, I'm not into this at all. Don't talk to me about flat earth community or stuff like that. No. I'm not into them. I am doing my own thing here. It's so much confusion, and even in this, the flat earth on YouTube is full of confusion and illusion. Illusion also, it's filled with illusion. If you think you're being fed the truth when you look at the flat earth stuff on YouTube, open your eyes a little bit more. Use scrutiny, because what you've been fed is not the whole truth, that's for sure. That for sure. Yes, Star Wars is showing you what's going on Earth, not in space. It's the corporation wants to rule over us. Yeah, yes, everything illusion. Like the great John Trudeau used to say, the only way to win is to not participate. Yeah, don't participate. Don't give them energy. It's all about energy and vibration. So it's just that. That's all it is. If I'm here and I speak my mind and I expose the stuff and everything, and I don't go to that church and I don't give them my life energy, game over. Game over for them. If there's nobody showing up in their ritualistic, satanic cult place called churches, they will not be there. They will go away. The Babylonian people. The only reason why they stay in place is because we give them power. The moment we all take back our power, the moment the people take back the power, it's game over. They're going to pack their bags and go back home, and they're gonna rot in the Vatican and their place, and that's all they're gonna do. Like, they're not gonna be able to go out into the world and project their energy anymore. Like, they're gonna stay in their place, the Vatican. They might have their own, like, if we don't give them life energy, if we don't go to churches and do those rituals for them, they will do it by themselves, in a place by themselves. You know what I mean? That's what they will keep doing. I think they will still keep the Vatican as a ritual place, and all these, but they will, if there is church at one point, the church, if there's nobody going to church, the church will not survive. They will. That's what happened here in Quebec. More and more churches are closing because people are not going, and people are here. It was very, very Catholic at first in the beginning of in the 50s and even before. Now it's because people are getting more and more awake, and less people are going to church in Quebec. There's been a big consciousness gain on that side here in Quebec, but still there's a lot of work to do, and I think That's it. Stop giving them your vibration, your life energy, and okay, like what's the point of telling people love putting labels on themselves? Yeah. Let's do this now. Before now watching. Yeah. Yeah, you guys get good comments all the time. So, guys, thanks very much for being here again this morning. I'll be back for another session, maybe later on today, or maybe later on today. I'll keep going with your comments and that. And if not, I'll be here tomorrow morning. I'll be here every morning. Got my mouth and stay positive, stay motivated. Miserable or motivated, it's your choice. It's our choice. It's all in the head. It's a mind game. So free your mind. You know, free your mind is a big word. Free your mind means free your mind from all those mental slavery of Babylon, the pagan holidays, and that's freeing your mind. Freeing your mind, you're free of everything. So do it. He's out.